Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing. Happy Friday, everybody. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing?
What you having to drink?
I'm just sipping on some more old Crapple and a little bit of Dr. Pepper.
I'm burping over here. I'm so sorry.
Burping on the Crapple and Dr. Pepper.
So we just finished recording part 1 of this series, and here we are on part 2. We wolfed down some food.
Yes.
We're having a drink. I'm drinking Natural Lime Vista Bay.
Yeah, and now I am in the hot seat over here now, Miss Lindsay. Thank you. Because I know there is a melting pot of fuckery fixing to happen.
Well, you want to go ahead and hit that intro? So
Yes, let's fire right on off.
Started.
Let's just get it going right now. Happy Friday, everybody. We are here. You're here. And this isn't loud. But it's fixing to be Happy Friday, everybody. Woo! So I crept on in, like, kind of easing into the jam,
Creeping in.
Like it was
We're
like
going
soft.
into part 2
Like in like a lamb and out like a lion or whatever.
of Chris Watts.
Yeah. This is the lion part. Rawr.
Rawr. So, like I said, this was originally supposed to be a 1-parter. Jesse was like, holy fuck, Lindsay, we got to break this up.
Had to.
So we only had what made us feel old for 1 week. So now we got to come off the top of our heads. What else makes us feel old? Awkward silence.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk now?
Uh-huh. He's going to the plant. The peace lily is going to give him the answers.
Oldness manifestation here, okay? I was like, I don't know. I like,
Well, you've been constipated.
stomach problems. Yeah. How's that?
I'll help you out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
You're welcome.
Stomach problems make you feel old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that am I good? Did I just check a check mark there? Are we
Well,
good?
I mean,
Can we move on? Is it your turn?
So I want to say that, okay, this morning we did talk about this in one of the episodes we just recorded. We watched My Girl.
Yeah.
And those kids were...
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Watching movies and then seeing kids like that were kids in the movies and now they're like older than us.
They're not older. Well, they are older than us, actually.
Yeah.
We were just watching My Girl today. So Macaulay Culkin was around our age when that movie came out because he's not much older than us. He was 11 years old when that movie was made. He's now 44 years old.
See? Yeah, that makes you feel old as shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And then let's see how old Anna Chumley was. Or it's not Chumsley, it's Chlumsky. She is also 44 years old. Yeah, they were both born in 1980, which is just a year older than you, 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just introduced that to our 11-year-old today because it's kind of a rite of passage.
Yes, it does. That's a good.
You need to watch My Girl.
That's a good one to relate to, is make you feel old as shit. Yeah.
He can't see without his glasses.
He can't see without his glasses.
Choking back the tears.
Fuck. DNA.
Well, and I was also talking about how when they cut themselves and make themselves blood brothers, how when we were growing up, the AIDS epidemic was a big deal and they were having assemblies.
Yes.
To tell us that you can't do that. Yeah, you can't mix your blood because it could be dangerous. So don't do that unless you're like marrying the person. Like we had even thought about doing that for our marriage ceremony because that was a Creek thing, right?
Yeah,
where you
Native
cut
American
each other and
thing.
mix. Yeah,
yeah. A lot of.
We didn't do it.
A lot of culturalistic, like religious ceremonies and doing that. I mean, it goes. I mean, Celtic people did it. I mean, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah. It was in many. And well, I'm saying maybe for vow renewal, we'll mix our
break
bloods.
out the hatchet and full on just fucking
I know. I'm gonna be a little bitch. I'm gonna be like, no. I don't even like get my finger pricked for blood sugar tests. So We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Jesse's going to have to hold me down, sit on top of me, look like he's murdering me just to slip my palm.
With some old rusty-ass knife dug out of the yard somewhere. Here you go.
Have you ever noticed that, like, anytime you move to a new home, you always find a rusty-ass knife in the yard?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
I kept it for a while. Yeah, it's crazy. Weird. Why?
I don't know. Now, like, when I was growing up, I would find the shit like that all the time. But, like, you know, my dad grew up there, and him and his cousins, they played in that yard.
They did some boy shit.
And there was 3 boys and 1 girl. Because when my uncle, when his wife passed away, he and his 2 boys and 1 girl moved in with my dad, who was an only child. And it was my granny and my papa. Yeah, they had, you know, memories on that property. And then when we moved, when my granny passed away, when I was about 6 years old, 5, not quite 6, almost 6, there was all kind of treasures all over that property.
It's fun discoveries. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we had it here too.
Mason jars and shit, like in the yard. Like, what were y'all doing?
No money in them. Nothing.
No money in them.
Cool.
Just mason jars. They were probably drinking some sweet tea out of them and just threw it in the fucking yard. I'll get out later.
Yeah.
Ooh, Florida thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah. We're fixing to get a nice shower. It's nice.
Yes. So we've already grilled our meats. We have done our thing. We have been recording for hours. And here we are.
Still marathoning with you.
Marathoning and going into Chris Watts part 2.
Yes, now it is time, Lindsay, for you to destroy me once again.
So a little quick recap. Chris Watts and Shanann Rusek met around, I think it was like 2008. Is that right? Somewhere in there, 2008, 2009. We are now in 2018. They have been married. They have moved from North Carolina to Colorado. They have 2 little girls. And even though they are drowning in debt and bankruptcy, they are trying for child number 3.
And she's kind of she keeps piling it on. He's just kind of reserved, and
she's in charge of the finances, and she's not good at it.
Yeah, and he's letting her build up.
Shanann wears the pants in the relationship. Yeah. Chris is the passive one that goes along with everything, which is a different form of toxic.
Yes, but they're both talented, but they're not using their talents correctly. He is. He's
Chris works for
dude.
Anadarko Petroleum. He had been a master mechanic at a Ford dealership. His dream was to work for NASCAR, but that didn't work out. They're in Bloomfield, Colorado. Well, actually, they're in a different little city, little suburb of Colorado outside of Bloomfield, and a little growing town, a little HOA, little homeowners association. She has now become a full-time sales and spokesperson for Thrive products, which was like weight loss, protein shakes.
But energy. All the money is not working out. She's kind of
they're making money.
Short.
They're just not good at managing it.
Yeah,
and which I am so sorry to point out the actual facts here. Shanann is in charge of the money, and she's not good at managing it. So here we go for part 2. So they are trying for baby number 3, which we did talk about how irresponsible that is. Especially in the 2018 or even now 2025 economy, if you're already in drowning debt and bankruptcy and you already have 2 kids, it's probably not a good idea until you are financially stable to try for another one. No matter if you just want another kid for selfish reasons or are trying to save your marriage, don't do it. It's not in this economy, as the saying goes.
Not healthy. More drama, more things. And they're hiding it with their social media and acting like everything's all hunky-dory.
Well, yeah, like I would say, Shanann is very, very active on social media. She posts pretty much her whole life on there with her personal life, with her Thrive business, and with Chris's weight loss.
Yeah, he's successful.
He's successful in the weight loss. But at the same time, he's kind of overdoing it. So we're going to get into that. So now Chris has lost so much weight that his wedding ring no longer fits. And Shanann even posts about that. And even though they were trying for another baby, he didn't have it resized and he just stopped wearing it altogether. And the truth was, Chris was actually kind of sick of Shanann and the way she criticized him constantly. And let me put this out there. It wasn't a yelling, belligerent criticism. It was also a passive aggressive criticism on her side. Like, you can, if you watch one of the documentaries on this case, you can see video footage of him dressing up as Santa Claus this year, the year that this all goes down, or the year before, actually, because we're in 2018. So Christmas 2017, there is a video. He dresses up as Santa. The kids are scared. Shanann's kind of antsy about it. He hasn't really gone according to her plan. He hasn't done things according to her plan. And you can see a little bit of the background of how this is a very dominant, submissive relationship.
Right. Now she's losing control, right? She feels like, she's not having him go along with everything.
No, he did go along with it. What I'm saying is he's going along with it, but you can see how kind of pissy she gets if everything doesn't go according to plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but eventually she's going to lose control, of him, right? I'm thinking ahead. I'm sorry. Just let me tell the story. Just let me puddle on my own. Okay.
So Shanann criticizes him, and now the girls, like Bella and Celeste, they are 4 and 3 years old, and they're kind of picking up on this behavior. They're kind of thinking it's okay to talk to daddy in this language. He doesn't like that. And I understand that. I understand that aspect. You don't want your little baby girls, the love of your lives, you're the light of your life, to be criticizing you and mimicking your wife's behavior. It's not cool.
There's some nastiness going on inside the household, yes.
And thoughts of a new life without Shanann began creeping into his head. But one day, when he got home from work, Shanann had the camera set up and was wearing a shirt that said, "Oops, we did it again," revealing that she was pregnant with baby number 3. And on camera, Chris seems really happy. Like his face like lights up when he sees what's written on her shirt, gives her a hug and a kiss, and says even like, well, when you're trying, I guess things happen, Like I said a little in the last episode, Chris started taking a double dose of the Thrive patches, and this made him very energetic and a lot more talkative. One of the people he became a lot more talkative with was Nikki Kessinger.
His work, the chick at his work.
The chick at his work. It was I think it was like the only chick at his work.
Okay.
And Nikki noticed that Chris wasn't wearing a wedding ring anymore and was under the impression that it was okay to talk to him as well.
And she had already looked at both of their profiles and started.
She had already looked at both of them, and she did know that they were married, but he wasn't wearing a wedding ring anymore.
Right. So she was kind of seeking him out just as well. Both had eyes. And
when they had their real first conversation, he did immediately say that he was married, but that he and Shanann were separating. But they weren't.
Oh.
But he did proudly show her pictures of the girls, of Bella and Cece.
Right. Okay.
That was his lock screen on his phone,
Proud of his kids, yeah.
Yes. Now, later, Nikki will email him thanking him for being honest. And Chris replies saying, well, I'm just a straightforward guy. Lying just complicates things. But I think you're absolutely stunning. And what I've learned about you so far, you seem like you're an amazing person, and I want to get to know you better since we have a lot in common.
Ooh.
She replies that she enjoyed talking to him as well. And this is pretty much the beginning of an emotional affair. The beginning messages were exchanged on the work email. Then they exchanged numbers, and Chris would have her saved as APC Health and Safety Environmental. And the flirting would be more and more frequent as time went on. Now, Shanann, she is continuing to post loving posts to her husband, about her husband, loving family photos, the whole online persona that quite a few followers had enjoyed seeing every day.
With a brand new bun in the oven right now.
And Chris and Shanann go on a Thrive trip to San Diego, and Shanann's dad he flies in to watch the girls. And Frank, he notices a little change in Chris, that he's a little disconnected, a little more short-tempered with the girls and yelling at them. Like, he had never seen Chris act like that before. And at this point, they've been together about 8 years. And he thought maybe that it had something to do with the Thrive products. And I kind of agree with Frank there. I did talk about this in the previous episode. When you are on a weight loss supplement that has a lot of caffeine and you are not being able to exert as much energy as you're supposed to,
kind of geeked
for
up.
that much caffeine,
short-tempered.
It can make you short-tempered, angry, very mood swings type thing. Yeah. While on the San Diego trip, Shanann's Thrive team members and friends were absolutely floored on the transformation of Chris, who had gone from dad bod to slim and buff. And all of that is online. You can see it's a huge difference. Like I said, he was always a good looking dude, but his body completely changed. From their marriage videos to the 2018 videos, he was a little chunky, little dad body, still a cutie patootie. Then he gets slim and buff, and it is a big transformation. Nicole Atkinson, which was a very good friend of, I told you there was a couple of Nicoles and a Nikki. Nicole Atkinson, who is a friend of Shanann's, would describe Chris and Shanann's interactions on this trip as super lovey-dovey. But Chris, he had already planned to meet up with Nikki when he got back.
Oh, he couldn't wait to get it over with. Yeah.
Right. Now, Shanann, because now she's doing Thrive full time. So she can make her own hours. She can do her own thing. She was planning to go to North Carolina with her girls to spend some time with family for the whole summer, a total of 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. And Chris, he would join them in the very last week. So she would be there by herself with the girls for 5 weeks. Chris was going to join them in the 6th week. Now, Chris, he was actually really excited for her to leave because he was planning on spending time with Nikki. That was already...
So the switch has already been flipped.
Switch has been flipped.
He's starting to throw away his family, his everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The change.
Before I go any further, I have said this a few times. They have filed bankruptcy, but they are literally back to swimming in debt. Medical bills had piled up and they were behind in their HOA dues, and they were going to be sued by the Homeowners Association and would have to appear in court on August 24th.
So they're drowning.
And
he's flipped the switch toward throwing it all away, and everything's fixing to get chaotic, hectic. Holy fuck shit. Mm-hmm. Lindsay, you're building it, dude. No. Okay, go ahead.
As soon as Shanann and the girls are gone, Chris makes plans with Nikki, and they go into a full-blown affair. He spends almost every night with her. They go on dates. They go on a camping trip together. They exchange the L word.
That quick, just latched right on.
Within 5 weeks, yes. Now, in North Carolina, Shanann is spending time with her family, some old friends, and even planned to spend time with Chris's family as well. Well, I did mention this in the last episode. Celeste has a nut allergy. So she tells both sets of grandparents what Celeste can and cannot have. And Shanann already has to be kind of gluten-free. When people have bad reactions to certain foods, you've got to be sensitive to that shit. Right. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen to their bodies.
A lot of complications, all around. Everybody had some, physical complications and things going on with them, and the kids too. Yeah.
Right. Well, there is this whole ordeal at Cindy's house. Shanann swore up and down that Cindy, who is Chris's mom, if you guys haven't listened to the first episode, which I do recommend going back and listening to that before you finish part 2 with us.
Yeah, the salad is a big, nasty salad she has built here.
Well, Shanann swore up and down that Cindy was about to give Cece ice cream that contained tree nuts, which she can't have. Cindy swears up and down it was just plain vanilla. Shanann gathered her kids, accused Cindy of trying to kill her child, and then said she would never set foot in their house again.
All the drama.
She posts rants over this whole ordeal for the next several days and demands that Chris do something about it. But Chris, he was heavily preoccupied, and most of Shanann's calls went unanswered, and most of her texts went ignored.
Oh, yeah. He's lovey-dovey and on his little...
Lovey-dovey. Yes.
Not going to be good.
Okay, so I didn't write this in my notes, but like they were exchanging nudes of one another, and I didn't even know this was a thing, but Chris downloaded a calculator app that had like a photo storage folder and would put all of Nikki's photos because Shanann would go through his phone.
In a hidden thing. The whole hidden thing.
Like my calculator is used to calculate. I would never even think.
I just use mine that's on my computer. I don't even never mess
Well, I have a calculator app because I help Silas with his math. You know, I teach my kids homeschool. I got to have my calculator app to check his answers.
Found a weird pocket he could hide something.
Yeah, I would have, until I researched this case, I would have never, ever even known that was.
You probably learned that from a buddy at work.
Had to have.
Some dude was like, hey, man, you can always just hide this.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because Shanann would go through his phone.
A calculator app.
Because, I mean, honestly, he was such a passive guy that it was almost like suspicious, you know?
Yeah. And you would have thought that, like, I don't know, I guess he just didn't want to speak up and stand up for himself, and all this building up is not.
He didn't want drama.
Yeah.
He didn't like.
Not good.
He did. I mean, and that's why he had cut off his family. I'm opening a new Vista Bay here. I'm doing a black cherry.
Black cherry. Bam,
lamb. Previous to this, like when there was problems with Shanann and his family, he cut his family off completely.
Right.
And he waited for Shanann to make amends with them before he did, which was after Bella was born.
Right. So all this time, he's just kind of just been completely reserved,
completely
done whatever she asked, and then now the switch has been fucking flipped. And
I mean, you know, supporting your wife is one thing, but you have to say what's on your mind. You cannot
let it build up.
It's not healthy.
Never.
It's not healthy to be a yes man, yes woman, yes them, they.
Whatever. Just don't hold your head down and pacify everybody else to your unhealthy situation.
Well, when the 5 weeks were up and Chris was to join them in North Carolina, he was not excited. He did not want to leave Nikki. He was, I mean, this is literally only the third
third
person
relationship really like
that he's ever been in.
Half serious. The first one
he has
serious,
literally been completely submissive to Shanann, and this is somebody who he feels like he can actually be himself around. When he arrived in North Carolina, he barely touched Shanann, and he's focused on the kids. Like he just completely goes to them. I watched video footage of him getting off the plane. He goes straight to his girls. You know, no huggy, no kissy to Shanann. It's all about Bella and Celeste.
Right.
Well, Shanann, as well as her family, noticed a big change in him. He was quiet. He was distant. And this outraged Shanann. But instead of fighting in front of her family, she and Chris would just exchange text over the next week. Like they weren't talking to each other at all.
While they were there.
That's
how they communicated.
Oh, complete phone relationship the whole last week.
I don't know if I could do that. 5 weeks without Lindsay would probably kill me.
Yeah, I'm done. If you haven't talked to me in 2 days, we're going to fight. Like I'm ready to scream it out.
Yeah.
Period.
Like, I got to get this out. What the hell's going on?
And Chris even tells her that he doesn't want the baby.
Oh, wow. Shanann
reached out to all of her friends about the problems that they were having, but she did keep her family out of it. Chris, he fully tells his family that he and Shanann are going to separate. And he was going to file for joint custody and put the house on the market. Because this house, like her previous house was in her name, this house is in his name. And I don't know why, other than maybe she was she was already struggling in that past house. I don't know. I don't know why, but this house was in his name. He said he planned on moving out and getting a small apartment when they returned back to Colorado. And Chris, he was also crushing up oxycodone and putting them in Shanann's Thrive Shakes in hopes that it would make her miscarry.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
She starts to feel very sick and even starts spotting a little bit. When they get back to Colorado, Shanann had another business trip in Scottsdale, Arizona, just a week later. And her Thrive team was to attend with her, including Nicole Atkinson. Now, usually on these trips, Shanann would be the life of the party. But on this one, she didn't feel good. And she had migraines like the whole time, the whole weekend. Shanann was also very worried about her marriage and was reading a book called Hold Me Tight, 7 Conversations for a Lifetime of Love by Dr. Sue Johnson. She had also ordered this book for Chris and had written him a long letter before she left.
Right. So she's trying to patch things up.
She knows. And she also, I didn't put this in my notes, but she's also starting to recognize some of her own toxic behaviors and is willing to correct them.
Which should have happened years ago.
Right. But I mean, she recognized that shit on her own. Chris never told her.
He didn't, yeah.
Chris never came out and said, I don't like this and I think we should work on it.
Yeah, poor communication.
Which is if you're the person you're in a relationship with has something that is bothering you, communicate that to them.
Yeah,
if they react badly and don't want to change, end it.
Yeah, you have to be emotionally ready for that communication and drive toward making everything work. The workability has to be there. Communication has to be there for your relationship.
And if they recognize that the behaviors that you don't like are toxic and are bothering you and they are willing to change, but you're not willing to put in that work to see the change, still end it. Say bye.
Yeah. Don't keep on dragging along the
But like I said, at this point, he's told Nikki and he's told his family that he's getting a separation. Has he told Shanann? Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
He hasn't told Shanann a fucking thing is wrong.
He just thinks he can drop and walk out.
He's just distancing himself. Yeah. He's not touching her. He's not making love to her. He's not showing her affection and only communicating with her through text messages in the same household. But the letter that she wrote Chris, along with the book that she ordered for him, it went right in the trash.
He was just...
Not even a glance.
Didn't give a fuck.
Chris called a babysitter and planned a date with Nikki. She was in Scottsdale on the business trip. He is left at home with the babies. He gets a babysitter. And on previous dates and outings, Chris had used his Anadarko rewards card. But on this date, he used his and Shanann's joint bank card.
Oh, it's visible.
And Shanann got an alert on her phone about this purchase. The bill was for around $70, which is so cheap in my, me and you's, our bills.
Yeah, because we're going to have a couple drinks.
We have some drinks. Yeah. We can't get nowhere without spending $100.
$1.20.
Anywhere. $1.20 at the least.
Yeah.
So she texted Chris and was like, well, what did you have to eat? And he said, salmon and a beer. So she Googles the restaurant's menu to price what he ate. And even with a tip, it shouldn't have been more than $30 to $40. But her calls and texts went ignored until he got home. Because she was like, you shouldn't have spent more than $30.
Yeah, and dudes
40 at the most.
Yeah, dudes out there working it.
Yeah.
Damn. All the dirt.
Well, Shanann, she asked him to please get the girls' things ready to start school on Monday. Because now her flight home from Scottsdale was delayed and she would be in very late Sunday evening or very early Monday morning. And I also think that that's really irresponsible. I would not take a business trip the weekend before my baby starts school. Because Bella was going to start kindergarten. That's a big deal. Everybody is different. I mean, you and I even gave up a concert after we found out. We bought the tickets and everything. But we found out it was the night before our kids started school, and we were like, nope, we got to give up these tickets.
Yeah, you got to be responsible. And obviously, she hasn't been responsible throughout all this and making a lot of crazy decisions. They both could have been really successful.
This was like a training type trip. And I think, I mean, in my humble opinion, she could have got one of her team members that were going to go to take notes, voice record the seminars, whatever, and send them to her. Nicole Atkinson drops her off at 2 a.m. the night before her kids start school the next day.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to have to deal with. And then you literally got to get up in 4 hours and take your babies to their first day of school.
Yeah. A lot of bad decisions there.
She gets home at 2 a.m. She crawls in bed with Chris. She starts rubbing his back a little bit. You know, they haven't touched each other in weeks.
Right. Couple months now.
Yeah. 6 weeks to be exact. They haven't touched each other. And they end up having sex while he's in this full-blown affair with another woman. At 4 a.m., she gets in at 2. They have sex. He goes back to sleep for just a little bit. He wakes up at 4 to get ready for work. He starts to get ready for work, and Shanann is now awake, but he tells her that he doesn't want to be married to her anymore. Now, Shanann, being 15 weeks pregnant and understandably upset, she screams at him that he will never see his kids again. Are you ready?
Oh, no, Lindsay.
And then Chris puts his hands around her neck and strangles her to death.
Just snapped full on.
Fully fucking snapped. And while Shanann lays dead on the bed.
Don't add more, please. Do not. Lindsay, wait a minute. No, wait. Let me turn toward the damn plant.
All right, let me get through this because it's going to be horrible. Okay?
Lindsay, I mean, it was bad enough already. I knew it was coming because he just exploded.
Well, Bella, she walks in the room and asks what's wrong with mommy.
No.
And Chris just says she's not feeling good. So then Chris wraps Shanann in the bedsheet and takes her downstairs, who is now followed by Bella and Cece. He backs his truck up into the house. He loads Shanann into the back seat, like on the floorboard. And he takes them to the work site where he had already planned to be at alone. Like that was already, he had to be there early to work on this oil thing.
So he was ready.
He then gets there. And he...
No. You've been building this salad. And
he first smothers Cece.
No.
And places her in one oil tank.
Huh. What?
And then he goes for Bella.
Oh, baby.
And Bella was just a little too big for the oil tank. So he had to further harm her body getting it in. And before he put her in the oil tank, she asked, what happened to Cece? And is that going to happen to me?
Oh my God.
And said, Daddy, no, when he came towards her.
No way. Oh my goodness.
God. Oh. And then Chris digs a shallow grave and places Shanann in it, noticing that her body has miscarried the baby, which was a little boy to be named Nico.
Oh.
All right, a moment of silence, Oof.
God. Why? Why do I sign up for this? Why do you have me over here? Why? Lindsay.
I'm so sorry.
Woo saw.
I watched this one play out, Jesse, in real time. And let me tell you, it was horrific. There's a video of Bella singing a song about her daddy being her hero that haunts my fucking dreams. Not even lying. Like Shanann made the little song up and Bella learned it and sang it this very year on Facebook. Shanann posted Bella singing it. Yeah.
And you know what the great thing about it is you're going to make me watch it. I know it. I know you are.
I'm laughing out of horror, guys. I'm laughing out of horror. I'm so sorry.
You're going to make me. You're going to keep on going.
Oh, yeah. I got to keep going. Oh. So he has now annihilated his entire family. And he gets to work making phone calls. He calls the preschool and tells them that they're moving. So Bella and Cece would no longer be attending. He calls the realtor and puts the house on the market. Now, Shanann had already previously done this, and because they were already having issues. So she had already told Shanann, you got to get approved for another house and then put it on the market.
So he's thinking that he's going to get away with all this. Like he's going to cover it up and walk away scot-free. He's found his way out.
Then he calls his work office, establishing an alibi. He calls and texts Shanann to make it look like he had reached out. And of course, he texts Nikki. Well, one thing that Chris did not plan on was a very involved friend by the name of Nicole Atkinson. She's a hero here, period. Nicole knew that Shanann had a doctor's appointment that very morning at 9 a.m. And by 12 noon, when she hadn't heard from her, she just goes to her house. She sees that Shanann's car is still in the garage and rings the doorbell and yells and honks and calls. Nothing. So she reaches out to Chris, who tells Nicole that Shanann had a play date that day with a friend. And Nicole was like, no, she's got a doctor's appointment this morning and the girls are supposed to be in school. And upon looking further, Nicole notices that the car seats are still in the car. So if she was going to be on a play date, she would need those car seats.
Right.
But Nicole knew better. Shanann's favorite shoes and her luggage were still by the front door. So Nicole calls the police and tells Chris that she's doing that. And he's like, all right, I'm on my way. When the police arrive, Nicole tells them what's going on. And then a very dry, unconcerned Chris arrives and has now told everyone that has reached out to him that Shanann took the kids on a play date, as much as Ross told everyone that he and Rachel were on a break. If you don't understand that reference, that is from Friends. When Ross and Rachel were on a break, he did cheat on her. So when that gets brought back up, he'll always say, we were on a break. But like Chris is telling everyone, she's on a play date. 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 But all the friends that knew her are like, so who the fuck is the friend?
Right.
Because we're all here. We're talking.
Where's the car seats? They're still in the car sitting there. Yeah. Not lining up. Missed those parts. Damn.
So Chris lets the police into the house and nothing looks suspect other than the fact that all of Shanann's things that she would take with her and the kids, all of them, they're still in the house. And the bedding was stripped off of their bed. And the top sheet to that bedding was missing.
Gone. Whoa.
Nicole now has her Shanann's friends and family on a conference call. And then the neighbor pops over and is like, hey, my security camera has footage of their driveway. Y'all want to check it out?
Ooh, no.
So they go and check out the footage. Now, you can't see a lot. So they're on their TV. They're looking at, I'm drawing Jesse a photo here. So they're on their TV. This is Chris, the guy and the police officer. And they're looking at the footage and the neighbor's truck is the main thing that you see. And then over here, just a little bit, you can see Chris's truck backing in. So you really can't see what he's putting into the truck from that neighbor's angle, right?
Yeah, stuff was happening at that time. Yeah.
So they see that Chris does back his truck up to the house and they ask why he did that. And he tells them, hey, I had to grab my work gear and load it up. And being in the field that he's in, it's understandable that he needs shit to take with him. But no one can still get a hold of Shanann. Of course, Chris, he doesn't know the name of the friend, quotation, that she supposedly went on this play date with.
That nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So by this time, this is the afternoon of August 13th, 2018. Social media posts have been made by Shanann's friends, family, Thrive team, everybody. Please help them find Shanann and the girls, and please pray. And her phone was on the couch, which was later discovered that Chris planted there. And Chris didn't even know the unlock code. Guess who did? Nicole. Oh. Because it was the due date of their baby Nico.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He just completely snapped and lost touch. This is
everything.
Not good.
Snapped.
Oh.
So everyone except for his own immediate family, they suspected Chris had something to do with it. Because the trouble in the relationship. And Shanann had shared that with all of her friends, not so much her family, but then the friends who talked to the family. They're like, hey, she told us this, and this leading up to when this happened. So even the police looked at Chris and was like, you know how this looks, right? Yeah. And there is body cam footage from when they go to the neighbor's house to look. The body cam footage shows the neighbor saying, he ain't acting right. He ain't never. Because I guess he was nervously gabbing, and you can see that. Like, we don't know Chris as a person, but this neighbor did. And this neighbor was like, he ain't never talked that much. He's acting really weird. That's on body cam footage. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over here fidgeting. I'm like,
I know.
Oh my God. Because I can picture this whole scenario and how it went down. Fuck. So horrific, dude. You got to communicate. You can't let this build up.
No, you have to have a voice at all times.
Yes.
All times.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, murder of your entire fucking family is never the answer to anything.
Oh, no.
So Chris was like, I know everybody's mad at me, but how could anyone think that I could hurt them? Now, he did tell the police that they had been talking of splitting up, and maybe she had just taken off for a while. But how, Chris?
Where's the kids?
All of her stuff and all the baby stuff is there.
It's all there.
In the house. So Chris put on the show of calling the banks to see if she had spent any of the money. He even called the hospitals to see if she or the kids were there. He answered questions and put out a very unconcerned, robotic type plea out on the media. Like, it's haunting how
he's trying to go through the motions and cover
how bland
it's just bland.
The plea to get his family back is. I mean, it is. I remember watching, like I said, I watched this case unfold in real time, and it was chilling. Like, watching that, you automatically knew he had something to do with it, and so did the police. He really made himself guilty when he said he was planning on going to work the next day.
No.
Well, police and investigators were like, we just watched you be really unconcerned with your family, so we're going to bring you in for questioning, okay? And before that happened, he had actually called his family and he asked his dad to get into town immediately. This is from North Carolina, so dad probably had to take like a red eye, like, you know. And in the meantime, Chris's GPS tracker on his work truck was investigated, as well as his phone. Aerial views were taken of his work site, and that sheet, the one he wrapped Shanann in, was still out there.
No.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done.
And this was matching the missing one from his bedding. And police discovered that he was having an affair. And after hours of him denying that he had done anything to Shanann and the girls, he did admit to the affair. Then one investigator said, did Shanann do something to the girls? And then you had to do something to her? So he decided to go with that. But he wanted to talk to his dad first. So he tells his dad that he and Shanann had talked about splitting up that morning and that he was having an affair. And then when he went downstairs to go to work, he heard a commotion, ran back upstairs, and Shanann had smothered both of the girls.
No.
And then he killed her.
Was there? No.
That was his initial story. Oh. And his dad was absolutely devastated. And Chris told him that he would probably not be seeing the light of day or him again. Well, when Chris told this same story to investigators, they asked him, so you're okay with the media saying that Shanann murdered your kids? And Chris immediately said yes, because I did not hurt my kids. And of course, his family, they believed this because they hated Shanann. They hated her.
Right.
So Chris told them where the bodies were, and they were retrieved from the Anadarko work site on August 16th. This is like 3 days later. Most of the people involved in completing that task have never been the same. No. They suffered from PTSD. They had to get 2 little girls out of oil tanks.
Oh, one was twisted up and pounded into one of
yes.
them. Goodness.
They had to unbury a woman who had a amniotic sac discharged from her body.
My God, Lindsay.
I know.
This is a rough one. You got me in a fucking rough one here, bud.
Now, Nikki Kessinger, the mistress, she reached out to the police. She gave them full cooperation. She told them about the affair and how she really barely knew him and had no idea that he would do anything like this. And that I believe. That I 100% believe.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that he had any idea that he was going to do this.
Yeah, it was all rainbows and unicorns for their little conversation.
Now, I do believe that he thought about it before she got home. I believe that it was planned in the spur of the moment before she got home from that work trip. I do believe that.
Yeah, well, whenever he flipped the switch and fully pursued the whole relationship, right, consummated, did the whole thing, it was over.
It was already starting to creep into his head. But I don't think that the full-blown plan of murder happened until she went on that work trip.
And he knew he couldn't have a way out unless he did that.
But unfortunately, Nikki's not quite as innocent. I'm not saying that she knew anything about this. But there were, in the time that they were seeing each other, she had looked up Shanann again, which would definitely show that she was definitely still very much thinking that her and Chris were okay.
Right.
She looked up wedding dresses. Yeah.
Whoa.
She also, after Shanann and the girls were murdered, she Google searched about another female who had been the mistress of a man that murdered his wife. We will talk about this case later on, so I'm going to mention any names. But she Googled that mistress and her story, how much money that woman got in a book deal, all kinds of shit.
Oh, shit.
She had told Chris to delete all of their messages, which they are going to find them anyways. No matter what you delete,
it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there. You can't hide anything in your calculator. No. It's still going to be found. You can't. Fuck. A calculator. Woo.
We're almost done here. I just had to take a drink. Okay.
Goodness.
Now, I don't know what happened to Nikki. I tried to Google where she is now, things like that. And a lot of videos popped up as speculating that they had spotted her. I don't know. I think it was talked about that she might have went into witness protection, which is understandable.
Yeah, because she's probably scared he's coming after her.
Well, no,
or just
other people in general.
Oh, yeah.
People were very, very aggressively upset about this case, which is understandable.
Right. And his parents were thinking that he still did no wrong.
Right. They were completely ready to accept the fact that Shanann had murdered her children and then Chris murdered her out of anger for her murdering her children.
Whew.
Okay. So on November 6th, 2018, Chris would take a plea deal and plead guilty to the multiple counts of murder and tampering with a deceased's body, and was sentenced to 5 life sentences plus an additional 48 years for the unlawful termination of Shanann's pregnancy. There is 0 chance at parole. Chris was on suicide watch and then later moved out of state for safety concerns. Because
it got pretty popular there.
It got, Jesse, you live under a rock, boo-boo.
I do?
This case
I never heard nothing about this.
Everybody knows about this case.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I have been in In me and my friends group text, there's a couple of them. We have literally talked about people we see at the gym who kind of looks like Chris Watts, and we're like freaked out. Yeah, like, wow. And what's crazy is this guy was not a serial killer. He had no priors, no nothing, but the fact that he snapped that hard, that fast, murdered his baby girls with their fucking baby blankets.
No.
And his wife who was pregnant. That is it's scary. That's a huge fear.
Yeah.
That's like, you don't know what's going on inside your husband's head.
Just can do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Insanely crazy.
There was signs of trouble, but
no.
Shanann would have never.
No.
And what's crazy is Shanann didn't put up a fight at all. The only one that put up a fight was Bella, his 4-year-old little girl. There was no signs of a struggle with Shanann.
This is tough.
No signs. And Chris, in February of 2019, the original investigators got with Chris and recorded an interview with him, and he recounted everything and up to the days of the murder. It's hard for him, which any normal human being, it was hard for him to talk about.
Well, down to what you said when the baby said that before she got stuffed into the pipe or whatever it was. Holy fuck.
The oil tank. Yeah. He would later say that he actually tried to smother the girls in their beds before killing Shanann, but was unsuccessful. Yeah.
Nothing's worth any of that.
No.
Nothing.
And I listened to the audiobook, The Perfect Father. I watched I forgot the name of it. I think it's The Family Next Door on Netflix documentary. And I listened to the prison interviews, which is on Spotify, that's the app that I use. I listened to all those. And I'm going to tell you, like, I've been a little shooketh with this case because
walking around with that shit in my house, Lindsay, right in front of me. You just walk around the damn house knowing some shit like this is going on and you're fixing to dump it on me.
Jesse, I actually told you about this while it was happening.
Ooh.
I was watching
You know how quick I'll fucking disassociate and forget shit? I do it on purpose. I don't want to.
What year are we into? This was 7 years ago.
And now we're documenting it so we can always come back, right? Yeah, you can always just pull.
But I was showing you. I showed you.
You're such a great human being, Lindsay. I swear. I really appreciate you doing this to me all the time. I swear. Go on.
I showed you Shanann's Facebook post about that Thrive shit. And I was like, that man right there, I pointed him out. He was in one of her Thrive promotion videos. So that man right there just killed her and her children. Yeah. And admitted to it.
I ain't locking none of that shit in my head. But now it is. It's here forever now. Thank you, Lindsay.
Jesse has the worst memory on the planet. Which is good for me as a podcaster because you don't know nothing.
No, I don't.
There's going to be a few more coming up that I have talked to you about, but I know you don't remember.
No, I'm glad that I don't on some things.
Yeah, that one has stayed with me for a long time. And I'm really sad that my work buddy did not get to come because that one was like when we first talked about doing a podcast, she's like, when you cover Chris Watts, I got to be there.
Yeah, but I needed somebody else to bounce off from. I'm over here like on the floor. You got me down here. I'm kind of fucked up over here, man.
And the worst thing is, like, you see so much footage of those little girls. Oh,
yeah.
She documented everything from about, I don't want to say from the time. Oh, yeah, pretty much the time they got married, but it just increased her online presence. So you can literally see their life online. And
so
that one was hard for me to say.
Talking. That's what you need to do. You need to talk.
Talk to your partner.
And don't be scared to say shit.
No matter how much of an introvert you are, if they can accept your feelings and validate them, get the fuck out. Do what you can to make yourself safe.
Yes. Yeah, you got to do something. I mean,
but at the same time, like, there was
nothing ever would be worth it. Lindsay, hang on. Fucking woohoo.
No.
Woohoo, Lindsay. Woohoo, why we boohoo. I'm kind of giving her the middle finger over here in the middle of this one.
I would too.
You get the middle finger while this is going on, Lindsay. You're number one in my book. And that's us talking our shit out right here to all of you lovely listeners. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I need some help, dude. I think I need help.
I'm going to have to cuddle him and rub his back.
Oh, man.
But I'm going to make him watch the documentary.
I feel like, because
we have to have a recap episode.
I think I'm just going to listen to like some emo music and just hang out. I'm probably going to take a bath after this.
Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
I'm getting in the bathtub by myself.
Ever gone to make me change my mind.
Not good. Can I play music? Are you done?
Yes.
Are you done?
Yes, baby. I'm done. That concludes our story.
Yes, Lindsay. What a horrific story. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm so sorry for ruining your day, sir. But you ruined mine.
It was a long
You made me cry this morning. I made you cry this afternoon.
Yeah, I do. I'm playing a music.
I loved my girl. I
play the bands. I play the bands. That's what I do here. I play the bands. I got a cool group, though, called Damien Vox.
I'm looking him up now.
You should check it out. And I'm going to get it loaded up. We're going to rock it out. I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it, Lindsay. This song is called New Ink.
Trying to go to jail for pussy. I put up with you becoming someone never thought you could be. But I'm the bad guy in your eyes, so what the fuck I do? You mad as hell, I got the chick 1,000 times as good as you. Don't fucking get it, what you did and fucking hit it. Now I'm simply living life and somehow I became the villain. I'm still reeling, bleeding out from the constant barrage of drilling. Now I'm dealing with you busting balls over some girl I'm feeling. I would bury you for real, but you ain't worth the aggravation. Plus I'm on this medication and I've come to like sedation. But I chop your fucking ass up, call it body alteration. On the motherfucking news under murder investigation. Never thought that you and me would ever be so separated. Can't believe all the love I had for you has turned to hatred. I thought I suffered loss, but in reality upgraded. But I gotta be completely honest, feel completely jaded. You left me on my own, all alone to die. You make me wanna tat a teardrop by my eye. I wanna pick you up, I wanna put you down in my tongue, cause I don't fuck around. You left me on my own, all alone to die. Don't be wild, tat a teardrop by my eye. I wanna pick you up, I wanna put you down in my tongue, because you fucked around. Second verse for you, shit I ain't one to give you to, but all considered being honest, I ain't got much else to do. I'm just planning and plotting, scanning the canyons to drop you and leave you in an alleyway rotten. I guess we got options, I'm just so done with you, and I mean done with you, and I mean done with you. I'm hexing any motherfucker dumb enough to run with you. Now how the fuck you face the mirror, clean it off and make shit clearer. What you see and staring back at you is not what it's appearing. You're not as gorgeous as you think you are, my dear. I'd love to push your face right through it. Fuck my luck for 7 years. I wasted 20, what's another decade? Rid my life of my enemy. Any motherfucker from your camp can get it, I got plenty. Don't make me pet the teardrop. For real ain't worth a kill shot. Not worth another real thought. Pen the verse, a fucking pill pop. Right here is where the shit stop, cause I ain't playing with you. Only thing that's pretty about you is your painted picture. Bitch, I'm out. Left me on my own, all alone to die. You make me wanna tear the teardrop by my eye. I wanna pick you up, I wanna put you down in my tongue, cause I don't fuck around. You left me on my own, all alone to die. Don't be wild, tear the teardrop by my eye. I wanna pick you up, I wanna put you down in my trunk because you fucked around. In my trunk because you fucked around. In my trunk because you fucked around.
Lindsay.
First of all, I just want to say,
There Comes a Time.
I love the song.
Yes.
I love the artist. But what the fuck?
There comes a time where I can get you back, Lindsay. There comes a time where I can get you back. After that horrific story.
Yeah, and I just need everybody to know, Jesse had no idea about this story and how it would end up.
Did not.
So these do not tie together whatsoever. This is just an artist that Jesse got permission
that I love to death now.
Yes. And I do too. It's very Marshall Mathers.
Oh, it's so...
Yes, it's very like
it's so,
2000s.
It's so gathering. Like I was talking about, the Juggalos just gathered. That would have been perfect for that. You need to go up there and play, bro. Damon, hit up some of my friends. Hit me up. I'll get you.
Is it Damon or Damien?
I think it's Damien Vox. Yes.
Because Damon and Damien had two different meanings, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
In the name.
Yeah,
the name definitions. Yeah.
But anyhow, you did a great job with your music, dude. I love it. I did not know it was going to be like this after her story, though. But I got you back there, Lindsay.
You did.
Love your music, bro. Good stuff. Keep going.
Yes, keep going. Follow Damien Vox on Instagram. He just released a new album called Psych Words Illest, and it's everywhere now.
He's a whoop whoop.
Yes.
I love it, man. I love it. Whoop whoop. And
even though
got you go.
I got complete fucking chills hearing that shit after what I just talked about.
Yes.
Which, like I said, when Jesse picked this band, this artist,
I didn't know,
to put out there, he had no idea how this story was gonna go.
No, I did not. Which is awesome. And I'm so glad that I got to get you back a little bit. Just a little bit there, Lindsay. Got you back just a little bit there. Yeah.
Well, I will go ahead and say that next week will be completely different, and it's going to be a little old-timey.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Going back in the day, huh?
Going back in the day.
Cool.
A little old-timey.
You really did fuck me up on this one. You really did.
Oh, yeah. Like, I fucked myself up. Oh. I have cried like 4 times just researching this.
The cool thing about it is I'll probably get rid of it out of my brain storage somewhere. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you're fixing to watch a documentary.
Oh, no.
It's going to haunt your dreams forever.
Oh.
But with that being said, make sure you like, follow, and share us. Leave us a review so we get into the algorithm of other true crime podcasts.
Yeah.
And follow us on our personal socials. Lindsay Stambaugh, Jesse Stambaugh. And we love you so much. Yeah. Thank you for listening. If this is your first one, I totally forgot to plug in the structure.
It's all good. Go back.
If this is your first time, if you're new here, as you can see, what we do is we have a couple of drinks. We talk about true crime. And then Jesse plugs a band at the end. Most of the time, Jesse knows nothing of what I'm talking about. And even if he does know the case, he doesn't know the details. And
I'm going to find more bands like this to fuck you up. Yes.
Like my hand was over my mouth the whole time.
Oh, he's going to get a fucking teardrop tattoo. Oh, fucking brilliant song.
And by the way,
so good.
Just like we talked about in our Grant Amato and Victoria Goodwin, Chris Watts has female.
Oh, no.
Followers.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
They're going for him.
Please stop this.
You got 7 ladies. Sentences.
I'm going to quote Bailey Sarian because she is an idol of mine. I love her. Get better role models.
Yeah, there's nothing What are you going to get out of that?
No, what does she say? Get better idols. There we go.
Idols.
Get better idols. Don't be fans of murderers.
And think you can make a relationship with them. And then call it hit out on your husband.
I just dropped my pencil.
And then do something stupid. What the fuck? There's nothing attractive.
There is nothing attractive about a man that kills their entire family.
No, you're breaking humanity when you do that bullshit.
Nothing.
Anyhow.
Or kills, period. There's nothing. No. Reach out to survivors, people that have overcome tragedy. Give them your support, not men or women.
Squeeze their wife's neck until they have their baby.
Right.
I mean, no.
Reach out to the people that have survived and overcame tragedy and support them and their recovery into going on with their life and moving on. Do not support and idolize a murderer.
Don't have a sick infatuation. It's not healthy.
Absolutely not.
Don't be those people. And I will shame those people.
Shame.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Shame. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That's from Game of Thrones.
Shame.
That being said, we love you. Thank you for continuing to listen. Thank you for your continued support.
Yes.
Bye.